everyone, welcome to this channel. Today we are learning something new, consonant gradation, Aste Vaihtelu or KPT Vaihtelu. Aste means grade, Vaihtelu means variation. Consonant gradation is an important topic in Finnish. It might sound tricky at the beginning, but don't worry. By the end of this video, you will understand what it is, when it happens, and how to spot it in real Finnish words. So let's get started. Now, what is consonant gradation? Consonant gradation is a sound change in Finnish where certain consonants become weaker or shorter when you add an ending to a word. It mostly happens in the middle of the words and especially in nouns and verbs. In this video, we will focus only on nouns. Consonant gradation only affects certain consonants, and those are ko, pe, and te. That's why it is often called KPT Vaihtelu. Consonant changes between a strong and a weak form depending on the grammar. Think of it like a volume switch. Sometimes the consonant is loud, that is in the strong form, and sometimes it's quiet, that is in the weak form. So, when does this consonant gradation happens? It happens usually in the middle of a word. Secondly, when adding the endings like n, r, ssr, llr, and with certain types of words, especially older native Finnish words. Let's understand this better with the help of an example. Laukku. Laukku means bag. It has two syllables, lau and ku. What is a syllable? A syllable is a single uninterrupted sound, basically a bit or chunk of sound when you say a word. Ku. Lau ku. In Finnish, syllables can be open syllable that ends with a vowel and closed syllable means those that end with a consonant. Consider the first syllable, lau. This lau ends with a vowel, so this is an open syllable. The second syllable, ku, also ends with a vowel, u, that's why it's an open syllable. Now, when you add the genitive ending n to the second syllable kun, the second syllable which was open now closes. This double k changes to single k, that is strong to weak form. A closed syllable ends with a consonant sound. Your mouth is closed or partly closed at the end of the syllable because your lips or tongue block the airflow, whereas open syllable ends with a vowel sound. Saying a vowel means your mouth is open, air flows freely. So the thumb rule is open syllable ends in a vowel, mouth is open at the end, and the consonants stay strong. Whereas in case of closed syllable, it ends in a consonant, the mouth closes and consonants weaken. So in here, laukku becomes laukun in genitive form. It helps to keep the rhythm and pronunciation natural in Finnish. Let's take another example. Kukka. Kukka means flower. It has two syllables, kuk and ka. Kuk is the syllable one. It is a closed syllable as it ends with a consonant, and ka is an open syllable as it ends in vowel. Now, when you add SSR ending, the middle syllable closes, so KK softens to K. So when the syllable closes because of a new ending, that's when consonant gradation usually kicks in. Kukka is the strong grid and kukan is the weak grid. Let's take another example. Here the rule says that PP weakens to P. Kuppi means cup. It has two syllables, kup and P. The first syllable is a closed syllable and the second syllable is open syllable. When you add N for genitive, again the strong PP weakens to P, which closes the second syllable that was open. So kuppi, which is in the strong form, changes to kupin in genitive, weak form. The next rule says that te changes to single te. Let's take an example. Matto means carpet. It has two syllables, mat and to. One is closed syllable and the second one is open syllable. When you add N for genitive, matto becomes maton. Let's see another rule. Here, ko changes to nothing. It just disappears. Turku. It is a place. It has two syllables, tur and ku. Tur is a closed syllable. Ku is an open syllable. When you add SSR to second syllable, the consonant gradation takes place wherein K disappears and the word changes to Turussa. The second syllable is closed now. Let's have a look at another rule. Here, the strong form P changes to a weaker form V. Pe changes to ve. Leipa. Leipa means bread. It has two syllables. Lei. It is an open syllable as it ends with a vowel. Pa is the second syllable and it is also again an open syllable. Now, when you add ending N for genitive, consonant gradation happens. Pe changes to ve in the weaker form. Pe weakens to ve. So, leipa changes to leivan. The next rule says that te changes to de. Katu. Katu means street. It has two syllables, ka and tu. Here you notice that both the syllables are open. When you add ending N for genitive, the second syllable becomes closed syllable and te changes to de. So katu becomes kadun. The next rule is NK, the cluster, changes to NG. Henki. Henki means spirit. It has two syllables, hen, that is a closed syllable, and ki, which is an open syllable. When you add N to the second syllable for genitive, henki changes to hengen. Next rule says that N te changes to NN. Kanta means base. It has two syllables, kan, ta. Kan is a closed syllable, ta is an open syllable. When you add the ending N, kanta changes to kannan. The next rule says that M, pe changes to MM. Lampi means pond. It has two syllables, lam, which is a closed syllable, and p, that is the open syllable. When you add the genitive ending n, lampi becomes lammen. The next rule says that l, te changes to ll. Ilta. Ilta means evening. It has two syllables, il and ta. When you add the ending llr to the second syllable, the second syllable becomes closed. So, the ilta becomes illalla. The next rule says that arte changes to rr. Kerta means time or occasion. It has two syllables, ker, that is closed syllable, and ta, open syllable. When you add the ending n for genitive, kerta becomes kerran. Now you understand what is consonant gradation. If the syllable remains open, that is, it ends in a vowel, the consonant stays in its strong form. That means no consonant gradation happens. The consonant stays the same. When you add the endings, the syllable becomes closed and the consonant does not stay in the strong form. Here is a list of all the KPT rules. On the left side, you see the strong form, that is the vahva means strong, and on the right side, you see the weaker form of consonants, that is heikko. Heikko means weak. To conclude, the gradation always occurs in the last syllable of the word. Nakki, nakit. Makkara, it has three syllables. Here, ka is not the last syllable, so the consonant gradation doesn't happen. Katto, katot. Lattia, lattiat. Again here, the consonant gradation doesn't happen because T is not the last syllable. Remember that the consonant gradation does not occur in the following consonant clusters. For example, S, ko, S, te, ko, S, te, S, te, ko, ho, ko. Also, some loan words do not have consonant gradation, like auto, muki. Loan words are those that are derived from other languages. Now, some words also have irregular variations, like poika becomes poyat, aika becomes ayat, vihko becomes vihot. Awesome job! Now you know what consonant gradation is and why it happens and how to spot that in the Finnish words. I hope you now got a clear picture of what KPT Vaihtelu is. If you really like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Dan, if you're enjoying this, please consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the next video.